Hello everyone, Tymerover here, and welcome back to our game of Mashinky. We are playing with trains here, and when we last left off, we set up a couple stations. We set up our passenger lines over here in Chelmsford and Southampton. And those are working pretty well for us. We'll start to unpause it here. They are raking in some money, not too much, because we're not filling out our cars yet. We're still having trouble doing that, but it will get there. It will get there. Now we could help it along by adding some extensions on there, but it's going to cost quite a bit of cash right now, and we're sort of, we're not making big bucks yet, so we're going to hold off on that. The other line we set up was our industry line here, our freight line. Or the beginnings of our freight line, I should say. We started here at the forest near Swansea, and we're taking logs up to the sawmill right here. So next step is to actually get these logs, which we're accumulating 14 of, get these logs sent down to, I think our nearest toolworks was down here. We didn't have the greatest. Now there is a toolworks over here, which quite honestly is not too bad. We have these passenger areas here that we could hook up and then use the toolworks as well. The problem is we got coal there. I think maybe we will head over here. It's a long route, but not really, because these trains are just going to go from here to there. They're going to be supplied from over here, but that's really just half the area. I could extend this down and set up this toolworks down here, but then we'd have two trains utilizing the same stretch of track going in opposite directions, and we'd have to look at sort of double tracking or putting in those sidings. And I don't know if I want to deal with that just yet, so I think what I will do is actually go this way. Come over here, we'll set up a station in Stoke, or near the toolworks here in Hubbersfield. I wonder, can I get a... No. We can get a little bit of Hubbersfield in there, but no, I think what we'll do is we will focus on just the toolworks for right now, and we may set up stations here to service this area, because we can do that. That's not going to be too bad of an issue. But let's look. I want to go. I don't really want passenger traffic on this line. Yeah. Which way would be the best? Yeah, I could set up a line going this way. It's gonna be hard to get it going the other, I guess we could do something like this. I mean, that's definitely the way I would most likely want the station at Stoke. And... ooh, hello. Well, no, see, that's really not gonna do it, because I'm not gonna be able to get tracks in there. I mean, we don't necessarily need to cover this track right here, or the exit with track. We can just loop around. That would kind of look a little weird, but it might be the best option, I think. That's right there. That still gets the whole bunch of town right there, which is pretty good. I don't know. Can't decide. I think I'm gonna try this and see. Worst case scenario, we can delete this part of the track and then add on to the end, and that should be okay. But I think we're gonna go with something like that. That way we'll set up Hubbersfield to eventually get some actual traffic. But again, that's going to require some finagling on our part. Alright, so can I... You know what, let's start over here. We're going to want to set this thing up first, so I know exactly where I'm going. Alright, so we're going to like, this is going to be extremely expensive track. Ooh. Now, you can tunnel over things. Just trying to think, probably... Wondering of like right here, just going over, up and over here. And then just shooting up there, and boom. Ugh. Yeah, very expensive indeed. I don't think so, yeah. See, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work for us. Let's go up here. This seems very awkward. Alright, well, I guess that's the best we got going for us right now, so that's gonna... Alright, so let's get a train set up to go over there. For right now, we're just going to focus on getting those timber. I'll take you. We're gonna grab a Hofner, I guess. Hofner? Sure. I'm gonna just load you up. How much do we currently have? 34. This is going to be a long journey, so this might actually start producing pretty heavily. So we're going to go with 4 of those. I think that'll be fine. Your orders are going to be to go from here to here. Now, before we launch this guy, we are going to need to put in some signaling. So I'm going to pause it. We're going to start you up, and we're going to set up the signals here. So for right now, you're just going to go there. And what these things do is that if there's a train in this block, basically in between 2 signals, this signal will not allow another train to go, so that's going to prevent it from actually crashing. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a couple of these. Although, no, we're not going to worry about that because we really don't need those. I'm going to put one right here. And then we'll put one right there. And then again right here. So that if someone's in here, this one won't let another one join or go into the station. And this train should now be able to leave. I think. Yes, there it goes. Alright, so it's going to head down. It's going to start loading up these the timber. And take this down here. And again, this is a pretty long route, but it'll work just fine. Now, one other thing we could do is we could set up this and set up a passenger line. I think I'm gonna do that. We just won't use this side of the track. Now, it's gonna require some stuff. It's gonna require us to do something. We could set up do it up here. Now we'd have to like mess with this. Got 4 there. Over here we can get 4, and it's a little better of an area. And I think our best bet. Although this would allow us a lot of wiggle room. This would allow us a lot of wiggle room in terms of... let's see, still... And I think we're going to have to go with this. I think that's going to be the best. We're going to get 4. I mean, we could get more up here, but then we'd have to contend with the land stuff. You know what? I'm just going to go down here. That's fine. going to worry too much about it. We have buildable area here and there, and we can always extend that one way or another, I think. I hope. Anywho, let's go ahead and set this up. Now, this is going to be a little bit of an awkward run. Now, I can pull it up here. Let's do something like that, which honestly is probably best. Yeah, you know what? That's fine, because our passenger train is going to work this area, but it won't. This is such a long run that, you know, I think it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and set that up here. Oh, hey, we delivered our logs, so we collect our reward. Lovely. Now we got to deliver, what, 200 units of timber. Well, that will function eventually, or that will complete eventually. Let's go ahead and get another passenger train set up. Now, we do have enough blocks now for the Baldwin. Now, the Baldwin's faster, has more horsepower, so it can take a little bit more weight. I think that's what we're going to do. It costs a little bit more maintenance, but I think we'll be fine. I think it's going to be okay. So let's go ahead. Let me zoom back over here. Let's just see the passengers. Wow, this station, yeah, we can go with a pretty hefty one here. So that's what? Do we want to go more? No, I think, what is that, 36? I don't know, math is hard. Let's go with that. I think that's gonna be fine. I mean, 36 is gonna be okay for right now. So let's go ahead, we'll do that. Orders, you're gonna come here. You're gonna go here first. And then you are going to go here. Now we're gonna have to do some signal trickery here in order to get this to work. We are gonna need, well, we don't necessarily need a siding right now, but we may need one in the future, and to get this train down here is gonna be kind of a pain. So we may have to do that. Let's just start the siding. I'm not gonna make it huge, just a little bit. And then I want something like, shoot, get that out of there. There. And then this here. I want this thing to wait until this guy has passed by, so I think the best thing to do would be to put that in there. Now, eventually we may do chain signals, but we're going to have chain signals over, well, yeah, because this guy's route is going to be this way. So we're going to want something on this end right here. We may need to double track this area, because this route is going to eventually intersect with this train, and we'll have to figure out some way to prevent that. I mean, I guess all we need to do really is that. Because what this will do is this whole area will be one block. So this train will stop here if this one is in this area, and vice versa. If this one is over here, this guy will stop here. So I think that's probably the best we'll be able to do. Now I'm wondering if a chain signal here would be good. I mean, we can put a chain signal here and then put a chain signal there. You know what? We're going to scrap this one for right now. Ah, glitched. It's fine, it's still there, but it disappears. It's one of those early access little quirks. Alright. think we're okay. Yeah, we'll replace that, but I want these trains to get here first. So let me jump up here. And you are going to need a couple... You're going to need a signal here. Alright. Start. You're going to have to hold up until this train is gone. And then you'll be able to go, and ideally... Now, you may get stopped. We'll have to wait and see. Here goes train 4. Train 3 is coming through. Ooh. Well, it should be okay, because this guy will be stopped from this either, or anyway, if he got there. So, we should be alright. You're going to drive down here. You're going to stop. Train 3 is going to continue on, and there we go. Perfect. So now, I can go ahead and set up my... setup here. Gets back the, takes away that glitch a little bit. Alright, good stuff. Now you're okay. You're going to go ahead and pick up some passengers. You're going to take them around here to station 6, and now we're okay, and this line will be alright. There might be some waiting around, but you know what? That's just going to have to, we're just going to have to deal with that. Alright, so our delivery of timber is working its way up. We may want to set up a second train for the timber area here. Either that or get more cars onto our timber train. Ooh, deforestation. This is a pretty beefy quest here. Where at? Yeah, look at those. That's awesome. Alright, so we're gonna have to do some stuff here to make this work. Go up this way because we're going to need to double track this area. And it might even help to put in another station here. We're going to have... Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to add another station right here. And I may even enlarge this area. Alright, and then we are going to... we're going to have to set up some cross tracks here. But I really want the tracks sort of come this way. Like this for right now. Alright, and then let's get you. How do we want this to work? Probably going up is going to be the best. Yeah, I think that'll be the easiest way to get this. So we'll go up, and you're going to go here. I think for right now we may just cancel that. We'll eventually continue that on, but I think I'm just going to want one train to service this area, and in order to do that, let's grab you and bring you up this way. There we go. And then we're going to have to put in some signaling. There. But I only want it to go that way. Put in signals there. And we don't need to really do anything else because we're only gonna, well, I'd like to have a couple trains with this area here. Because this is a pretty good maker here, because this is like really good wood generation there. Yeah, well, let's do that. We might be overspending just a tad, but that's gonna be okay. You actually gonna cancel. Well, we'll wait for you to get over to station 4. In fact, I'm just gonna set up you to go there afterwards. And we're gonna need another train to service this as well. I am gonna go ahead and put in just a slice right there, and I want a Yeah, something like this. Okay, so then that should be okay. When a train comes down here, it will pull into this area. Oh, well, it will choose which side it wants to go. Whichever side's open, the train will go into that area and then have to wait before it comes back out because the train's leaving. I think that will work. We'll have to hopefully see that in action. We don't necessarily need to do that there. Honestly, it might be better just to do this. Alright, let's do that, and then we can set up another train while we wait for that one to make its way over. Again, why don't we do... So you got a porter over there, so there's going to be some speed issues. So I'm just going to set up another porter, actually. And then we need logs. 14, 21. We're just going to go max. Do that. I'm sure that's going to be fine. You are going to go over here. You're going to set up and go there to there. And you are going to actually start. Alright, and then we're going to have to monitor this guy, make sure he goes and stays in this area. We don't want him going back to that other station. Okay, you're good. See, yeah, that's going to work. Ooh. Eesh. Let's expand this. That way he goes all the way through. We're going to need that. Ooh, alright, good. You went that way. Good job. Alright, you... what? Oh, right, you're not... shoot. Alright, well that is kind of bad. Let's set that up. It's because they're not... This isn't a full track, or a full area there, which we can fix. It's not going to be a big deal. You're going to go there. We're going to focus... We're going to take you off of that. Alright, we're just going to focus our trains on getting this quest done, because it's going to take a little bit to get 1,000 here, but there we go. Nice, very good. I like seeing that, and that actually, I guess, you know, have this whole train. Yeah, you're not... Yeah, okay, well, that can sometimes happen. But I think a way around it would be to set up a cross section here so that this train can use that if it needs to. You know what? Let's do one of these. All right. This is going to be going that way. This is going to be going that way. You should go... There we go. I think this will work. Okay, and then what we want here is one of these, is a chain signal. And then here we want this, and then on this side we want another chain signal going the other way. I think that will solve that head-on problem, and that's going to bother me over here. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to take that out, and we are going to potentially take all this out, honestly, and add in additional stations. There we go. Delete, delete, and straight across, and there. That should now work. now these things are protected here, and they're protected midway as well from getting into any trouble or head-on collisions here. So you're going to stop until he's clear, then you're going to go up here, you're going to wait there. This guy's going to come down here, turn around. Beautiful. Alright, I think we've gotten a nice little rhythm going on here with these two trains. We may have to do additional stuff. Oh, and we also have the delivery of coal now. We need another train to complete the subsidy one. I'm thinking don't we have coal nearby some stations? We need to take the coal to the tool works. Just set up a line here. It would have been nice to get it set up in the same area as this tool works, but I don't really want to run a line that far over, so we might just set this one up right here next episode and go from there. But I think that's all we're going to do in this episode, so thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to see more content, I strongly urge you to subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.